one here. They try to burn him down a bit.
Did get a lot of uncontested damage right now in this mid-tier 1. We'll see if Viking are going to fight for its final stand. It looks like it could be a big one for VP. Rezo's showing up now. He does have the Blink Dagger. This is the Blink debut for Axe, and they are here as a full squad. Jump in, he goes right to the trees, and they do spot out the Wraith King. Chrono comes out, and they immediately take down the Tusk. No one's able to secure that one. That's it. Toby rolling in. Vikings response. The pullback on Rezo. Oh, the King of the Fish. There it is. The takedown is successful. Now Wraith King's second life. Storm Spirit running a bit low on mana. Dishes out some damage from the outside now. No one running in. He has no dragon form. Hits him with the stun. But, you know, how much damage are Virtus.pro going to be able to do with this? Losing Rezo already. It's a bit awkward for him.
Yeah, LTW going for another Midas. We saw this the other day. Faceless Void usually goes for this Mask of Madness or Maelstrom build, and I don't think I've ever seen any other player go Midas on really any hero. So definitely ILTW with his own interpretation of the fact that Void needs to be able to get a good amount of farm when his Chrono's on cooldown, and he goes for this Midas Diffusal Manta. So it's like this initial farm damage item with the attack speed into the more active low cooldown, working around that 160-second Chronosphere that has really dissuaded teams from picking Void because of the fact that the games are just so fast-paced right now.
Yeah, and I gotta say that whole mid lane movement there from Virtus.pro was quite a bit of a letdown. They didn't even finish off the tier 1. Rezo's debut was subpar. He does get a secondary here on the Chen. No dunk though.
It was pretty sloppy is what it felt like. They were TPing in one by one. They had two heroes smoked, but the smoked heroes were a Phoenix and an AA. That's like, you don't have your Chrono or your Blink Axe in that. Every time you smoke, I think there's usually a recipe within the roster of heroes to which one should be in the smoke, and I think Phoenix AA are definitely not the one that should be smoked up on the side of VP, so I'm sure they'll learn their lesson from that one as they look to collapse on this mid tower once again with the Axe and the Phoenix. No smoke, but there are no wards because they got that D ward. Looks like he's well aware of this on Aramis.
And hopefully they get this done swiftly. Lots of time for this Wraith King to continue farming up. He's getting scary close to that Radiance. Now just the recipe away.
And you're having the Diffusal Blade at the exact same time you got the Radiance. So
BP scouting out the Roche Pit. Yes, it's standing. And yeah, with that mid-tier 1 going down, I'm curious what's next on the docket for them. If it's heading south and trying to take away a bit of the farm from the Viking jungle side or not. Looks like they are going to head that way. But they're kind of just still hanging out together.
DD on no one has the Blink Dagger queued up, so another source of initiation for them. Once he gets, he's probably going to go the Blink Dagger BKB build. He will be quite tanky. Storm Spirit's damage is almost all magical. Wraith King is a lot of magical damage, especially not enough to chew through the 24 armor before the armlet's activated. And even Tusk Tag Team doesn't do damage through the BKB. As we see Celery potentially gone here, walks up high ground. Whoa! Who sees who here? Oh, that's what it is on this high ground. VP's certainly going to be aware of that.
For liners of Vichy here are certainly the Chen. But Virtus.pro exiting out the side door. Tusk spots a lonely little AA, and they quickly evacuate him.
Tusk just does so much damage. They get the stun.
Okay, stun on the Tusk from no one here. They try to burn him down a bit, but he just dishes out the shards. Follow-up leapfrog from Rezo to get the call, but Chen saves him with the hand of God. And Viking still holding strong here a bit. Rolling through. Toby trying to lock the two birds on the back lines. Goes for the Phoenix Egg. Rezo's still in a bit of trouble. Has to run out the other side. Egg's going to crack. Doesn't really lock anyone down.
Yes, Chrono.
Viking doing a nice job spacing themselves from Virtus.pro, and it looks like they're on the aggressive here. As mentioned, Faceless Void, he's trucking forward. He's like, I got a Chrono. But,
Wraith King just farming in the meanwhile.
Yeah, this is not great for Virtus.pro. They're not really getting a lot done, and his map he's farming elsewhere. Now a new approach. They spot out Toby. They're looking to burn him down while Tusk goes for the backline catch onto Rezo, looking to go for the very low. Salves up. Watch away. Value. Not able to catch the shard, cancel it out. He's going for the bounty instead.
Zayak does bring down Toby in the back lines.
And it looks like they will get the finish. Man, Rezo can't catch a break with these dunks. That's for sure. And that doesn't feel great as an Axe. You want to dunks going. But for now, even 5-5. But again, His Majesty continues to farm BSJ.
And His Majesty is going for the Assault Cuirass after the Radiance. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, I was about to say, he does probably need to be KD in this game. They just have so much magical damage, so much crap to throw on the ground, even when he comes out of his reincarnation.
Yeah.
That, can't imagine, even if he takes a while to die because they don't want to focus him, I can't imagine he's going to be able to dish out that much damage because of the AoE slows from the Phoenix, the AA, all the stunt on the cooldown from the DK. Yeah, they have Axe Call, but even then, and Chrono, I think you still need a BKB. He has the Imp Claw in his stash. Not as much value on a hero with a crit, but 24 damage is always nice.
They just pinged him out. I think they know he has that Radiance. Spotting the burn on the last wave. BP are heading back up north through their jungle to get some wards and a bit of vision down. But it looks like Viking could also head the direction. They have a pretty nice capable lineup if they can create space around that pit. Viking could try to move in and take it.
Yeah, this Diffusal Blade after the Might is a bit odd just because you want to hit that timing that you can punish the Wraith King, and you're having the Diffusal Blade at the exact same time he got the Radiance. So he doesn't particularly mind fighting you at this stage, and I don't know, it's just weird. I think you would have wanted to hit that window before the Radiance comes out. Let's see how it plays. As see, both teams seem to do nothing right now. Only 5-5 on the kill score, 18 minutes in. We've seen this kill score like 3 minutes in some of these games.
Yeah, definitely one of our slower games so far. Both teams kind of respecting that their lineups take a little extra nourishment to really come online and get the fireworks going. Certainly Wraith King is happy to play with the clock, but as this game continues to go on, I mean, it would for Viking. But Virtus.pro are an experienced team and certainly have experience in the innings of Dota, especially in high tense matches. All right, Viking on the move. Smoke up, is it straight inside the pit? Yes, it is. They're going to try to snag this one.
I like this move. Should be pretty quick. Pangolier disc plus the minus armor from that as well as the tag team.
Quick.
It is very fast.
It's quick. No chance at all for VP. They can ping it out, but by the time they think about looking that direction, they will see the message on the screen, and now it is going to be Boom picking up that extra life.
Yeah, this odd stalemate I think has to do with the fact that VP has these big ultimates and they're concerned about the group of potential of Viking GG, that if they were to expend Chrono as well as the Egg, maybe Viking could just barrel down a lane. And then at the same time, Viking doesn't really want to fight them because they have all these ults. So Viking doing the smart play where they punish the fact that VP's not fighting by forcing an objective, which is the Roshan that they didn't know about. That smoke, sneaking it out a little bit. It is really quick, and they had the Radiant Ward to protect themselves.
Yeah.
Just a it's usually method to the lack of madness, I think we would see here. And from both teams' perspective, I have to imagine that's why. DK does have a Blink Dagger, or excuse me, a BKB rather than the Blink Dagger. Is that the timing?
I was going to say that plus Rezo's Pipe, I believe is finished or soon to be finished. That Diffusal's done on Faceless Void. He's queued up a BKB next. I imagine that Virtus.pro got to feel okay to take a fight. But it's a matter of feel comfortable doing so. The Dragon form out now from no one here in the mid lane.
Yeah, he had to kill all the skeletons from Wraith King, otherwise they were just going to kill the tower.
They really do care a lot for this mid-tier 1.
Mid-tier 1's the most important tower in the game. At least, you know, not ignoring like tier 4s, you know.
Fair enough, yeah.
In this stage of the game, it is. It just offers so much map control, so much like information when the mid lane's pushed in, and you're naturally gonna have the mid lane pushed in your favor much more often if your tower's there and theirs isn't. So notice how with the mid lane pushing in, Boom has to show mid, which tells VP that they're not doing anything. And this is the type of information that makes the tier 1 tower mid so important.
And no one will take the rest of his Dragon farm to that bottom lane. The rest of Virtus.pro have rotated their cycle of farm back up onto their side of the map. And around we go.
Zyax almost got an Ags, 1,000 gold off.
This is crazy.
On the Phoenix.
The last time these teams fought, they had like 3 less items on each hero.
Yeah.
They're going to be really bulked up and ready. You know, it could get to one of those kind of Dota games where they build up to this one massive fight and that could determine the whole game.
Become more and more likely the longer we go on this stalemate.
Yeah. 3 peppers? What? 3 peppers? It's just get number 1.
This is like a single slice of a jalapeno pepper, you know?
It's like the stem.
Yeah.
We go to mid. Too harsh, too early. The jumping comes out from GG. They look for a grab. Uppercut out. He gets the call. The Ice Blast will be there. But will follow up from VP? I don't think so.
That, my friends, is why Axe is not supposed to show in lanes. As we see VP getting caught a bit, I think, lazy almost, where they're going to do something eventually on the side of the Viking GG with this agent. I think, as we see another one,
no one caught out on the side. He to just go full Dragon Saiyan mode. I'm coming in. Yeah. That was a knee-jerk reaction, just like, get off me.
Yeah, we did an interview for Matama Man yesterday, and he said, you know, your brain just slowly turns off as you hit creeps as a carry, and I'm almost getting that impression that for VP the last, like, 30 seconds or so, their brains just kind of turned off. They're like, we've been hitting creeps for 10 minutes now, and wait a minute, there's enemy heroes that can gank us, and suddenly, you know, Resolution gets picked off in the mid lane. No one walks up a hill blind when there were just 4 heroes showing mid. So a little bit weird there. First game of the day, I'm sure. Problems like that. We have seen VP kind of be sloppy in the first game of their series so far.
Yeah, that's kind of the trend, right? And VP's one of those, the trailblazer of that trend. Drop game 1, come back game 2 and 3 strong.
Yeah, that's what they're all about. And so far, I'm getting that vibe again.
Still early, you know.
Not counting them out.
I remember the last time Virtus.pro have even fought as 5 at this point. It's been a while, but they're bulking up for that big
Here we go.
Their long jump comes out from the back lines, but quick blink from Rezo. Double follow-up there, and he spots a weak target. So has no more minute to work with. He will eat a snowball for his troubles, but at the end of the day, no harm, no foul either side. I'm just going to see Viking add a little bit of soft pressure on this tier 2 and put themselves in the nearby high ground position just in case an approach from VP does come out. But they're not coming out. They're still farming. They're prepping for that big swing. BKB being complete on ILTW may have to be the ticket. And that Ags on the bird. That will help too. Who else needs something? Everyone get your shop list ready before we get to the big Royal Rumble.
I always thought Bloodstone provided way more regen than this. He's only got 6 mana regen.
That's probably why he made that tweet the last time no one played Storm Spirit. Mentioned that. He feels like the Bloodstone mana regen was not working. No one confirmed whether that was true or not. I think it was.
Well, looking at the charges, it's only supposed to give him 3 mana regen. So I guess his hero by default has only 3 mana regen. You just look at a Storm in the past, Bloodstone, you'd be seeing like 30, 40, 8 mana regen, and like I remember no one complaining about that. That's why I was checking it out. That's just curious to me. I was like reading all the description of Bloodstone because I don't buy this item very often, and that just seems wrong. But you do have all the benefits that didn't to be incorporated into that item. As queue up the Orchid, that will give him some mana regen, and VP, they're looking to make timing with the BKB on the Void as well.
Oh yeah, this is the time. This is what we have been waiting for. Virtus.pro running up river. They got Rezo out in front. Toby nearby. Oh, they spotted Tusk.
That's a decent target.
Yeah, it'll be a good punching bag for this gank. Will a follow-up come out from Viking? I think so, with a buyback committed. Looks like they want to swing. Jump up from the Void. Looking to get the finish on that Storm. He's down and out. Backline. Here comes Wraith King now.
Storm bought back.
Viking hemorrhaging a couple of kills here at the start of this one. If they're trying to commit in for the fight, here comes Storm, fully resourced and ready. He jumps just over the chrono to catch the voiceless Vine on the other side. Oh my goodness.
Going for more. Okay, well,
that was a cute little snipe.
Worse, I think Viking GG, even though they lost that fight and had to buy back 2 heroes, they don't have cooldowns anymore for Virtus.pro. They use the Chrono, they use the DK form, they use the Phoenix Egg, And is this going to be go time for Viking GG? I really hope they are not complacent in the coming minute or two. As Pangolier getting stunned up a bit.
Feels like they recognize the cooldowns are there and should press forward with some objectives, but looks like they're not going to be able to do too much to that mid-tier 2.
They have to take something. I have to imagine they're not content. They look like they're trying to push out bottom lane because they don't want to give this trade. Arcane Rune on Storm. As we see the replay of the team fight, Storm just utilizing a little bit too much mana to get that first jump on the AA and didn't even bring him down. He does end up going down on the AA.
This jump was really nice. Conveniently happened to be jumping.
I can't. Yeah, he was already
jumping. He just happened to pick that perfect spot. Oh, hence why the TP or the tip rather came out just after.
Has the full DK on Wraith King, almost done with the Assault Cuirass, queuing up the Silver Edge for this DK. It's okay against Axe, but mainly for the DK. They do have a Dire Ward that watched Shad walk over to this Ancients, but showing how alpha he is, I'm going to just walk up towards you. I heard yesterday, and it seems to be true so far, Shad really is a Chad.
Chad to Chad.
I bet he was going for that, honestly.
I like it. He is going with the rest of his team up and through the river, but adjacent to them is Virtus.pro just in their own jungle. They head high ground to invade. Will they catch anybody?
Radiant's
they will. A move on Rezo as he's going for the outpost. No one committing in.
They're targeting on the Phoenix.
They're going right to the back lines. They will get the Phoenix to pop the egg. Can they crack the egg? Oh, beautiful. Stop the track. That means the stun's going to be there. With everyone locking them down, they're going to go for the finish. The first life of Shad could be there, and there it is. Rezo trying to hold on. He could be brought down, and he will. Here is the second life of Wraith King. Do Virtus.pro have enough to deal with them? It looks like he's going to make a hasty retreat, and they'll settle for the Chen.
That was so sick. The Storm was in mid-windup for his last attack, and Storm is the only hero not hit by call, and no one stuns him on DK. That was honestly just such good awareness from all the side of VP. I like the fact that Viking G tried to blitz down the Phoenix, but just didn't quite have enough lockdown to finish him before that egg. You see as they all go in the back lines, ignoring the Axe, or the DK and the Axe. But you're going to see this 3-man call from Rezo. Storm comes in to hit the egg and gets stunned by no one immediately. Yeah. That was like just really well played. They had to execute that perfectly, and they did. No Capitalist said in this draft it's very execution heavy. VP pressing all the right buttons there.
Intended, that was wonderful positioning for them as they go for the Roche. Look at Toby though. Get out. Shoves them back.
Is he just dead after he comes out of this?
I don't know. They're chasing him down.
Like, okay, they didn't hit him.
Okay, now VP head back in to look to go for the finish.
Aramis is looking. Strikes for vision.
Nah. ILTW will pocket the Aegis there. Virtus.pro springing into life. It just takes one good fight, and suddenly they got to be feeling pretty nice. Good convenient positioning of Phoenix in that recent skirmish means that Viking almost have to extend themselves through the rest of Virtus.pro to try to get the job done. And now it can be Virtus.pro comfortably crossing the river. They still have a tier 1 top lane to take down. They want some free money.
Solo just lost like 80% of his health. That bot lightning.
Yeah, life is hard as an AA when you go to Storm.
It is not the dream matchup for sure. What's his mana regen with Orchid now? 20. Okay, that seems like a more reasonable value.
On the side. Wraith King, though, huge damage on the Faceless Void. Burned through that Aegis and does so. But Virtus.pro could be waiting for him to come back there. Number 2, he has the Chrono. Do they want to commit in hard for the Wraith King?
He's just back up CW. Yeah, they're deciding to retreat, maybe baiting him in.
Egg committed now. They gotta go in. And they'll just sacrifice the Pango on the side of Viking G for that egg.
It's not the most important cooldown, I'd say. As long as they get the A up and the Chronosphere is still there. Going for the butterfly on ILTW.
Jump back.
Seems to be on different pages as the time walks out.
Yeah, Rezo jumps in while he jumps back. Moving gets hit with Dragon Tail. They're burning him down. He's done. Follow up on the Shad.
I don't think he was ready for that.
Yeah, they were definitely caught off guard by his approach there.
Nice chrono before he can be.
Yep.
They have the stun from DK. AOL.
And AOL should certainly put the nail in the coffin. And without a buyback, His Majesty will have to take a knee for nearly a minute.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
The air of his reign made over Dakota. They're actually not going for high ground. They don't know he doesn't have buyback. He would have a second life if he were to buy back. So they're instead electing to farm pick bounty runes top and bottom.
Oh my goodness. Virtus.pro's net worth is about to like quintuple.
Yeah.
Virtus.pro have just gotten too big and too jacked. They are the Chads in this game. They will take game number 1 22-10. Now, well played overall. There was that stage in the game of an era of peace for both kingdoms, but sadly, Wraith King has to step down, and VP, other than those like 2 sloppy plays where the resolution got caught and no one had to pop his BKB in dragon form, all the fights were played very well. They had all the trump cards. They like the A, the Phoenix, the Void, even the Axe Call to protect the egg. We talked about that in the draft, where it's really nice to have a reliable BKB piercing egg protector. Every single egg went off. Well played from them.
Absolutely. It's done much different. It felt like they had great timing on stuff like the rating. But as you mentioned,
Immediately back. Roche is going to be their most likely next.
Pick. The issue with Stormshirt as a hero is that he runs out of damage. Like, that is his primary issue, because you don't go that Orchid build anymore because it's way too slow. So you have a Bloodstone, you deal like
It is not the dream matchup for sure. What's his?
that's insane.
They went from Twitch chat's average MMR to the Reddit average MMR.
Exactly. Toby, look at this man. Come back here. Okay,
Oh, nice
him
blink
and
dodge.
Storm, but as you mentioned, no one with the uke goes to the high ground. Nice.
Oh, and the Paladin sword on ILTW. That's so value because he's elected to skip all these lifesteal items. They don't even have a Vlad's. Such a fortunate neutral item drop for him. As VP seems to be... Who's looking for who here?
I don't know. It feels almost desperate for Viking to try to scrap together some kills right now and nerf the momentum of VP, but VP are feeling swole. They back off and they say, we will dictate when we want to fight. Boom has other plans, though. Spots out little Solo. The easy little ice cube is going to be tossed in the Boom drink, and now he goes for the outpost. Yeah, Virtus.pro, they got to know that they are in a big economy advantage, and we'll just wait until they're ready to fight.
Yeah, the quickening charm on Phoenix is quite nice. That egg is now only 95-second cooldown, so even better for them. And their long cooldown is really their only crutch in this entire lineup. And once they have those ultimates, I really don't know how
Toby,
Viking wins these fights.
jump call from Rezo. Doesn't
Just scaring him a bit.
immediately pull him back, but okay, here
Nice
comes
Jules.
Boom. Here comes Tusk. They're rolling on forward. Are they going to commit for this? Jump in from
Stacking
ILTW.
stuns.
The A going to
No
be
call.
committed. Can they get the
No chrono, no
damage
call.
done?
Oh, they don't have enough. Wow.
Oh, and they decide to turn back out. And without committing a chrono, they could still use that if necessary. Storm goes down, 70 seconds. He might just use it to secure the kill onto the Wraith King here in his second life if necessary.
Is he not going to die
It's
on
not even
Zayak?
necessary.
Oh, my God.
Wow. And Wraith King should fall too. He's dead. Still no buyback.
This time around, they're going to force something, as it is not only hindering on one person's buyback. It is 4 heroes down with only one of them having it.
Now they can just go mid lane, and they do a lot of damage. The repair kit trying to help out. There's the Storm buy. He's trying to nuke down.
No creeps, but they can finish it. They have 15 seconds. That's the mechanic of buyback, or of backdoor.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, they got plenty. They have no tier 2s in the side lane, so they're going to get this and immediately back. Roche is going to be their most likely next
Guys?
objective.
Guys?
Did they not? Oh,
Guys? 23 life on that. Bye.
Michael Jordan?
Okay.
No? Okay, they
Right,
didn't
well.
go for it.
They'll get free extra waves, I guess. that
Yeah.
rack's still there.
You know,
I thought you last hit it. No, I didn't last hit it. I thought you last hit it.
it's definitely not worth going back and dying for potentially, but definitely a slip up there. That's from VP as they. I like this. So they move to take tier 2 bottom first, and then after they take this, they're going to be done with the bottom half of the map. But they
It was
actually
all a ploy.
okay.
They baited the Tusk out.
Baited me.
And forced the Tusk to
Chrono's
roll
up.
towards Rezo. They're rolling in. There's that Chrono
The
committed.
4-man Chrono.
2 of each as they isolate the Storm and take him out first. Followed for Chen. Should be successful. Pango right in the
That Bloodthorn, man.
in the midst of it. And they'll just call game. They know they have no answer. Virtus.pro have just gotten too big and too jacked. They are the Chads in this game, and they will take game number 1, 22-10.
Yeah, well played overall. There was that stage in the game of an era of peace from both kingdoms, but sadly, Wraith King.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
generation!
Never refuse gold given.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Hold! Silence!
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Tower has fallen.